that being said, a la carte and packages do work hand in hand. Check, 1, 2. What's up, bros? What's happening? What's going on? Today we're talking all about packages. We're going to be discussing the differences between going a la carte and building packages, and we're also going to be discussing the pros and cons of each, and we're going to find out which one is right for you. All that's coming up. But first, we do have to thank the sponsor of today's video, Vibo. Vibo is the go-to mobile DJ planning app. If you're still doing things the old-fashioned way with pen and paper, you, my friends, are doing it wrong. Vibo is an easy-to-use platform that allows your clients to simply download an app in which they can go in and plan their wedding, submit a timeline, and best of all, submit their music. That music then gets synchronized to your DJ software of choice, saving you a ton of prep time. If you haven't signed up for Vibo or you'd like to learn more information about Vibo, check out the link below. Let them know DJ Barr sent you and they'll be sure to hook you guys up. Now let's talk about the pros and cons about building packages or going the a la carte route. Now I'm going to explain to you guys my situation and the reason why I personally don't use packages, but in my opinion it makes more sense to use packages. See, I live in New Jersey. This is one of the wedding meccas here in the USA. Now I offer a ton of different things such as photo booth, dancing on the clouds, CO2, sparklers. I do a ton of things. Now, all these venues that are here in Jersey have very strict rules. Some of them don't let you use special effects. Some of them don't let you use lighting. It gets really convoluted because you're working with so many different venues and so many different rules that you're oftentimes having to dissect those packages and you end up back at the a la carte. So when I was dealing with packages, it was very complicated for clients because they oftentimes wanted to go in and tweak the packages, which put me at a loss. Now, if I wasn't in this particular area, I would more than likely be going the package route because it's a lot easier for your clients to consume versus when you show them the a la carte. When I'm going through the sales process with my clients, I show them everything that we have to offer and then I ask them, what do you like? What do you guys think about all this stuff? When you're using packages, the sales process becomes a whole lot easier because essentially you're just presenting them with 3 options, 3 to 5 options. It depends on the structure of your packages. When you have packages, your clients have a clear vision of what they're gonna get for their wedding. When you're doing it the a la carte route, it's a little bit more difficult because I have to show them every single thing that we offer and then I have to wait for them to decide on what they want. And that's not good for the sales process because essentially you want to close that deal as quickly as possible, and the easiest way to do that is by building packages. And business experts and Business 101, they tell you that it makes more sense to have packages. That's why when you go into a fast food joint, you see bundled deals. You can get a Big Mac for $6, but for just $2 extra, you can get a drink and fries for $8. So let's say you just went in, you wanted a burger, but you saw, oh, it's only $2 and I get a drink and fries. You might end up spending more. But like I said earlier, if you're in a complicated area like myself, I'm in the Northeast, it might not make sense for you to have packages just because you're working with a ton of different rules and restrictions. Now, with that being said, a la carte and packages do work hand in hand. You see, step 1 of building your package is actually to list all of the items that you offer down, and then you have to figure out a price for them. The next step we're going to take is we're going to build 3 different packages. Now, some of you guys may offer a ton of different services, and this leads me to my next point. If you have a ton of different services where you find yourself making 7, 8, 10 different packages, it might not make sense for you to actually have packages. I am a firm believer of only offering 3 packages. 3 packages is all you need. 5 is pushing it, but you'd probably be okay just because you have that middle one where you can kind of persuade your clients to choose that middle package. Now let's take this into practice. Let's actually go ahead and build some packages. Like I said, step number 1 is you want to list all the services that you offer and we want to attach a price for them. Now for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be making some generic numbers. These aren't actually my numbers, but I'm going to be very conservative with them because I don't want this to get a little too complicated and I also don't want to add a ton of effects. I'm assuming that this is most of the things that people offer here in the USA. So let's dive into this. Now, let's first establish our base costs. These are going to be the essentials that people need to actually have a party, have you perform at their event. And with that, we're gonna start at an even $1,000, and that's gonna get you DJ plus MC. It's gonna get you all the equipment. We're talking speakers, microphones, the setup, the breakdown, travel. All the fees are all inclusive at that $1,000 rate. Now let's list all our add-ons. Now, for the purpose of this video, we're assuming that you are a wedding DJ, so we're gonna start off with ceremony music, cocktail music, and then we'll add a couple of the enhancements such as monogram, lighting, both dance floor and uplighting, dancing on the clouds for special effects. We're gonna do TVs, and we're gonna do photo booth. And again, you don't have to use these. It all depends on what you personally offer to your clients. Now we have to attach pricing to all our enhancements. We have our base rate, which is just DJ and MC, which was $1,000. Now let's price out our ceremony, cocktail, monogram, lighting, effects, TVs, photo booths, all that stuff. Let's price it all out. I'm going to be using very conservative numbers. To some of you guys, they may be super expensive. Again, it just really depends on where you are, what region you're in. Start off with, for cocktail and ceremony, we're going to charge $200 for each. Monogram, we're going to charge $250. Dance floor lighting, we're going to charge $350, and we're going to charge the same for uplighting, $350. Dancing on the clouds, another $350. For TVs, we're going to ask for $650. Photo booth is going to be our most expensive enhancement, and the reason being is because most clients understand that this is a separate service. Essentially, you're basically providing them with photos, so it gets a little bit pricey. Now that we have our a la carte pricing, let's start building packages. Base package, like I said, this includes equipment, travel, DJ, MC, music. In Jersey, most receptions are 4 hours. Keep in mind that the setup and the breakdown is outside of that, so that is included within. That is going to be our first package. If somebody comes in and says to me, I don't want any of the bells and whistles, I just want to have great music and a packed dance floor, this is the package we're going to sell them. We're going to say, hey, it's going to be $1,000. It includes everything you essentially need for your wedding. Now, I've personally talked to a ton of DJs in the industry, and a lot of them tell me that they hate working without lights, so a lot of you guys may want to include lights in that base package. I'm not going to do that. I just want to show up and get out. Package number 2 is the ideal package for most clients. This is probably going to be your best selling package. So for this package, we're going to put together something real awesome for your client. We're obviously going to start off with our base rate, the DJ and MC. We're going to add the cocktail hour for them, ceremony music for them. This now takes us from 4 hours to 6 hours because we're now doing an hour of ceremony, an hour of cocktail. We're also going to throw in dance floor lighting, and to top it off, we're going to throw in the photo booth. We don't want that sitting in our garage. Now, if you go in and you add it all up, the a la carte route, you're going to be at $2,600. So we're gonna want to adjust that to bring it down to $2,000. With packages, that's what you want to do. You want to give them a bang for their buck. You want people to book that package right there. And again, you don't have to use these numbers. You don't have to give them that big of a discount, but I want the numbers to all be completely even. Now, for package number 3, we're gonna throw in every single thing that we offer, and we're gonna throw it all into one big package. This package is ideal for those people who want to have that holy shit kind of event. We're gonna include DJ and MC, cocktail, ceremony, monogram, dance floor lighting, uplighting, dancing on the clouds. We're gonna bring the 2 TVs, and we're also going to do the photo booth. So this is a huge package. And if we add all this stuff up, you get a total of $4,150, but we're gonna want to discount them. I don't want to give them a crazy big discount, but I'm gonna make it worth their while. So I'm gonna decrease that to a nice $3,250. Again, I'm just making up numbers. That is a $900 discount. Wow. Now, this is where I ran into the issue. What happens here in New Jersey is that a lot of people would like that big package. And here in New Jersey, people will drop $3,000 on a DJ, no problem. But the issue that I started running into is venues would come in and say, hey, we already have built-in lighting, you can't bring in your lighting. So I already discounted that package, and now I have to discount an already discounted package. So it would really mess with my numbers. And then when I would tell clients, I would try to explain to them, hey, that's not what you actually paid. I know that's what it says a la carte, but we actually bundled this up. Clients, they don't like to hear that. They see on the paper that Dancing on the Clouds was $350. I have a $3,000 package minus $350. That's what you should be at. But no, that's not what they actually paid for Dancing on the Clouds, because again, we gave them an overall discount because we built these packages. So it gets really messy and confusing for not only you, but for your clients. So for me, it just didn't make any sense to keep doing packages. That's why I bailed on the idea completely. Now, I will say for Sweet 16s, quinceañeras, I still do packages, but with quinceañeras, I'm not as nice as I am to wedding couples, just because I personally don't like doing quinceañeras or Sweet 16s. I love doing weddings. That's my thing. So if they come to me and they say, hey, we want the biggest package you offer, but I want you to get rid of Dancing on the Clouds, I'm gonna say, hey, that's great, but you're still gonna pay the same price. I don't like doing that to wedding couples because I like doing weddings and I would hate to lose the sale just because of something like that, which is why it makes more sense for me to personally go a la carte. I personally would just rather do the a la carte route and then take a look at the situation, analyze their date, and see if I can offer them a discount or if I'm just gonna stick to my guns and make them get rid of some of the stuff that they have in their packages. The last thing I wanna address in this video, you have to be very careful when you're pricing your services because you don't want to be at a loss. I've often found myself being at a loss where I don't do my due diligence, I don't do my research, and I find out that it's going to cost me a lot more money than I thought. You have to be very careful when you're doing your pricing. Analyze your situation very carefully. Shop your competition. Find out what the guys around you are doing, whether they're doing packages or they're going the a la carte route. Find out what they're doing, try to get their pricing, and then assess the situation. Find out where you want to position yourself in the market. Do you think you're better? Do you think your company should be getting top dollar, or do you think you should maybe be a little bit lower than those guys? Again, every situation is different. That's why pricing videos are complicated. But aside from that, that is pretty much it. That is essentially how you build your DJ packages. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'd be happy to answer them. Just leave them down in the comments below. Support the channel by buying some merch. We have new merch available down below. If you want to support the channel so that I can keep making more videos like this one, check out my merch down below. Buy a piece of swag for yourself. We have a ton of new designs and it really does help me out. Like this video if you like this, subscribe if you're new around here, and if you really want to help me out, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time we do another DJ tips and tricks video. Signing off, DJ Barr. Stay awesome, bros. Peace.